Hello everyone, this is Prem Kumar. In this lecture, we are going to understand how we can pre-assemble the cache using the static assembler which comes out of the box. When I talk about pre-assemble, it deals with the rule assembly, and rule assembly is all about compiling the Java code, right? So you pre-assemble or you pre-compile and keep those Java classes ready to get executed, and static assembler can help with that. So in which scenario static assembler can help? Let's say you are restarting the server, you are doing a major deployments, you are doing lot of updates, you are upgrading. In such situations, you will restart, all your caches will be cleared, and when your end users directly they'll open the application, they will have some slowness in their application because the rules, the Java code needs to be compiled, cache needs to be built, right? So what if we can build the cache already? It doesn't mean you need some automation or end user to go through all screens and then build up cache. You already have the rules, right? That is the source code behind all your application. Call it UI activity. All the process are inside Pega rules, and Pega rules, you can easily take it and then we can easily compile the Java code in those rules, right? So that is why Pega introduced this static assembler, and I'm going to show you how to use the static assembler to assemble or compile your Java classes and make your application high performance as possible. Let's get to Business Studio and check it out. I think this is going to be just a short lecture. Static assembler, easy navigation, go to configure, go to system, go to assembly, and then you have static assembler. There is something called extract edge server files. It is applicable for the static content file. For example, there is something called CDN, like my website, Mino Academy or Mino Pega, whatever website I host, I have some CDN servers that will be under different locations. Like for example, there is a CDN server in India. So people who are from India, if they want to access my site, they will be served the static content. The images will be served from that CDN server. Something like that. Like if you have some huge files, you can have your own servers. It's a dedicated server kind of thing through which you can also serve your files from. I'm not going to go in detail that because it's not that common you use that for a Pega application, like an enterprise grade Pega application. Maybe for customer facing it can be possible, but I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about the static assembler. Okay, I already executed a couple of days before. Very, very simple. Anyone can do, even a system architect can do, but I don't know if they will understand it. But okay, so if you go to the static assembler, choose your application, start assembly, it's going to check the rules that needs to be assembled. When I say checking the rules, not every rule needs to be assembled because not every Pega rule is Java coded. So there are some set of rules which needs to be assembled. So it finds the set of rules, like 11 rules, everything is done. So you can also find the logs from here. Now the assembly is completed. So once this assembly is done, definitely in production or real time, you will have a lot of rules. Everything will be assembled. Once that assembly is done, try to access your application. For sure, it will not look like the first time accessing the application. Because the caches are built, the rules are assembled, it will not take much time to load your application and do the process. So going forward, whenever you're doing some major changes, make sure to use the static assembler. See you in the next lecture.